Welcome ladies and gentlemen to Call Me the Dream Believers. This is Zoe and welcome back to another episode of Hoshizora. This game is pretty interesting. I forgot at which part we are now, but so I can't tell, so let's just get into the game. What? Look, don't get so angry. Yeah, she wanted to talk with him about something or so. I'm not. We've reached the school gate. Being told that since there are hardly any recreational facilities in Hibarigasaki, club and circle activities at Hibari High instead thrive. Accordingly, I see little to no students on their way home now. The clatter of the sports clubs reached here from the distant sports ground, brought along by the early summer breeze. Yeah, also, what do you want? I would like really appreciate it if you could let go of my arm. She lets out a hysteric scream before leaping backwards. She places her hand on the back of her head as she laughs with embarrassment. I feel a strong wave of exhaustion wash over me at that moment. Man, I'm not really used to girls. So what do you want to talk about? It's unusual for her to be so nervous. Well, not that my opinion of what is normal for her had much bearing. It isn't like we have known each other for that long, so I guess this is just a side of her I don't know yet. You see, like, Asuo gazed at me with upturned eyes. Actually, Shit. Had Asuka actually hit the mark? Is she seriously about to ask me out? No, no way. I am obviously getting ahead of myself. Chan, There's just no... I feel like I can understand you. I mean, that strong desire you have to see the lookout girl. And won't you know it, it isn't. So I gave it some serious thought, and a burst of smile forms on her face. How about we visit our old elementary school together? She presents an idea. I heard about it from Kosama-chan during break. You haven't found the lookout girl yet, right? I haven't been able to see her yet, even though you want to. Must really want to see her face again. So, that's why I was thinking. Alright. So, finally you get where she's going with all of this. Yep, if we try our elementary yearbooks, we should be able to find her one, don't you think? The lookout girl indeed used to attend our grade school. I don't know which grade she was, and though all I know is that she is older than me. However, it should be almost safe to assume our elementary has all of their yearbooks on collection, just like Hibari High, so I could obtain her contact information by searching through those yearbooks. If it had been just me, things might have been difficult. I didn't graduate from that grade school, as things were. Not being a graduate, the prospects of me getting permission to inspect the yearbooks were rather unpromising. Asuo, on the other hand, is one. I really have to thank her for going out of her way to help me like this. Thus, we make for my grade school together. Thing is, I don't have a single yearbook from our elementary. Yeah, I can see that. You transferred out. Asuo walks next to me. The distance between us seems just about the same as the distance between our desks in the classroom. Position-wise, 2. She's walking to my right. You have one thought, right? One thought, right? Yeah, sure I do. Want me to show you sometime? Nah, that's all. Oh, are you sure? Yeah. I mean, you might remember some of our classmates if you see it. Maybe even their names too. Possibly even the lookout girls. She sounds a tad lonesome when she says the last part. Because she loves you. And she wants you. If you go down Yumemi Hill, then continue going straight ahead to Rotary before the station eventually comes into sight. Do you still remember how to get there? Yeah, only vaguely though. I'll lead the way, so just follow me. If you head right, there should be a railroad crossing that gets you to the other side of the station. The line with the directions my memory sold, Asuo turns right. The railway separates Ibarigasaki into the seaward side and the ridgeward side, where Hibari High is located. The latter is very hilly, while the former, where we are heading to right now, is relatively flat and level. Leaving the tasteful shopping district behind me, I walk on as the blowing sea breeze leads the way. While my memories are hazy, it seems like my body still remembers. Or maybe it is thanks to Asuo leading the way. Either way, I can literally feel through my feet that we are getting close to our grade school. Finally, our destination comes into sight. The melody changed? That's our elementary school, alright, hasn't changed one a bit. It's been a while for you as well. Not as long as in your case, but yeah. I mean, like, there's not much reason to come here and you have graduated, you know? It would actually be pretty cool to do a class reunion eventually, I think. That's so. Yeah? Of course, I'll invite you too when it happens. Nah, you don't have to. Mr. Egghead over here sure is cold. I wish she would stop calling me Egghead. Is she still angry or what? So Yo-chan, how does it feel being back here after so long? On the one hand, sentimental. The other hand, not so much. Make up your mind, silly. You see, I actually don't remember all that much about it. If I had to describe it, I would say it's like my body remembers, but my mind isn't quite able to keep up. If someone told me this was where you attend elementary, I would think, oh, okay. But I feel like if someone instead told me it wasn't, I would also just accept it with an oh, okay. Did you hate coming to school? What makes you ask? Well, I figured like maybe you don't want to remember it because you don't have any good memories of it. No, it's nothing like that. I mean, I didn't have anything against coming to school and going to class. Did you hate our class? I don't think I hated our class either. So back then, her voice has a bit of lonesome vibe about it. You didn't have much interest in school, huh? I didn't hate school or anything. However, it was the kind of thing where if you asked me instead of I liked it, I wouldn't be able to say yes. I neither really liked it, nor hated it. I neither liked nor hated the class Asuo was also part of. To you, the lookout girl was much more important, huh? The visitor's entrance has a reception window. Asuo tells the clerk that she is a graduate, and he then asks her what her business is today. Asuo gives him a polite explanation while mixing in some lies as well. If she gave him the true reason, namely that we are looking for someone, chances are that would be cause for suspicion. Asuo's explanation is still carrying on. I am absently listening to it behind her. Say, Kokosaka-you. Elementary school didn't mean a damn thing to you. So why is it you claim you love Hibarigasaki? Is it because of the lookout girl? Either way, I have this feeling that all of my questions will be answered upon seeing her. Thanks for today. You don't have to thank me. That was nothing. You live in the shopping district, right? Guess that means we'll have to say bye here. See you at school tomorrow, Asuo. The moment I turned around to leave Asuo Arthur's something. Sorry. My body goes limp. The melody changed again. Why are you apologizing to me? Look, it's no big deal. I mean it. To begin with, she only offered me a hand. It isn't her problem. That expression of hers, it really pains me to look at. The last thing I want is for her somber mood to spread to me. Even if my past self was telling me with a sullen face that only regret awaits me if I give up, I can say I am immune to crumbling. I will start to tell myself it was all pointless effort, that the outcome I'm hoping for doesn't exist within this situation. To sum up the outcome of our visit, the lookout girl isn't in any of the grade school yearbooks. The clerk showed us to the library and got us the yearbooks. Considering the generation, it was possible to limit the search to fewer than 10 yearbooks, so it didn't take that long to look through them. I could confidently claim that I went through each and every one of them and checked them with a good degree of thoroughness. Yet I wasn't able to find any girl that could have been here. Been her. Of course, that totally threw me out of whack. Hibarigasaki elementary schools operate under a district system. It isn't like Hibari High where you have the choice to enroll or not. As long as you live in that school's district, you will be enrolled there without exception. And just like me, she went to the lookout to buy food. If you also take the slopes of Yumemi Hill into account, it would be downright unimaginable for a kid to get there by foot if they didn't live nearby, so she simply had to have been living in my neighborhood. Taking that into account, there's no doubt in my mind that she attended elementary school, yet despite all of that, there was no trace of her in any of the yearbooks. The only question I can think of now is why. Accordingly, there is only one possible explanation that fits, namely that she was transferred away, just the same as myself. Because she moved away before her graduation, she never made it into any yearbook, which means the chances of me seeing her now, taking that into account, are slim to none. Even if I have her name with me, that will still do nothing to change those odds. If you have no sort of contact information regarding a person, it's essentially impossible to trace their whereabouts. They could be living literally anywhere in the world for all you know. The strength of my body leaves me. Upon hitting that realization, the sole strand of tension I will observed after parting with Asu crumbles to nothingness. Only force of habit keeps my feet moving onward. Dragging the steep slope of Yumemi Hill, dyed orange, feels like nothing but a chore to me now. Ah, you again. Setsuna-senpai is there, standing in front of the fence. Visiting the lookout again? Never mind, of course you won't tell me the reason even if I asked. Are you able to find that girl you were searching so desperately for? No. Shame. Setsuna-senpai throws a sidelong glance past the fence. By any chance, are you going to the lookout because you have the idea of waiting for her? I can't even muster the energy to answer. Just thinking out loud, pay me no mind. Setsuna-senpai then walks away. I enter the woods stretching out to the side of the road. To be honest, my coming here right now is probably just a form of solace, so I can escape reality. My reason for coming here is indeed to wait for her. However, in reality, all that will ultimately amount to is meeting Mare and engaging in pointless pseudo-philosophical discussions with her. I should be fully painfully aware of it by now. So it is because I can't bring myself to face that reality that I obstinately made my way here. Am I so averse to this reality that's telling me I have no hopes of seeing her ever again that I want to indulge myself in the sweet memories I do still have of her? The sun has lowered beyond the horizon. The twinkling lights scattered throughout the town that unfolds beneath my eyes shine ever so brightly. They don't dare concede to the starlight pouring down from the starry sky above, although if the sky had been clear, the starlight would have undoubtedly prevailed. Throughout this whole day, the sky has been particularly clouded. Clouds populate the night sky. The stars themselves are still visible to some extent. However, the starlight they are giving off is unreliably labeled. Seem kinda down. Similar to the starlight Mare's figure too. Reflects as somewhat labeled. Are you sick? No, I am alright. And what is it? Hell if I know. Looks like you are still the same dudhead as usual today. I won't deny it. Not even a day ago I was so eager to ask me all the questions that were on my mind, yet I am here listless and lifeless. Something happened. Something. Yeah. Is it because of me? No. Because I stabbed you with my teeth? No. Because I ripped your nightmare? No. Are you sure you're not angry at me? It looks like you are to me. Maybe I am, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Which is it? Both, I guess. What do you mean? See, there is this person I really care about. I talk our relationship up a lot, but it's not like I had a crush on her or anything. I've never experienced my first love. Even so, to me that girl was someone nobody could ever replace, and now it seems she might be lost to me forever. For a moment silence pervades the air. Oh, yeah. And that's the reason you are so sad? Yeah. So is that why? You are so ripped apart by that nightmare. I feel like I hear those words from her. However, Mare has disappeared, even though the weak label starlight hasn't been hidden by the clouds yet. Maybe it was because of the footsteps. Holy moly! I turn around to spot Asuo, whom I fully expected had gone home. The stars are like so bright. That's a what? Oh. That's a good view. I mean, about her, but I didn't. Well. Interesting. So, does she brought her telescope as well? What about the others? Kosami-san? Is she here as well? Literally moments ago, the night sky is veiled in clouds. And I like how they like they really showed, you know, like even those little details. I mean, her underwear they shown. It's like, you know what I mean. I don't want to get too much into detail with it. I like the melody. Very good. Oh, sorry. Literally moments ago, the night sky was veiled in clouds. Yet the next thing I know, the veil has been lifted and the stars begin their display of brightness. Feels like I could just grab them if I reached out. Such a strong melody, you know, so powerful, so much with hope and everything, you know? Like I could dive straight into him if I stretched my back. Just looking at it makes me feel like I'm drowning. The lookout of my memories where we believed we would one day be able to size those stars with our own hands. I never knew there was such an amazing place here in Hibarigasaki. Asuo spreads both of her arms while uttering that in sheer awe. In my eyes, her figure gives me the impression that she is ready to catch shooting stars in the palms of her hands, where they fall. Why are you... Well, that's because you went up the hill even though I was sure you would go home. So I followed you. She is talking to me when she says that, though her eyes are so glued on the sky above it, I'd almost feel like she is talking to the stars. Wanna know something neat, new child? It's a lot more difficult than you would imagine to find a place that gives you a clear, unobstructed view of the stars. In big cities, you've got a lot of artificial light that makes it hard to see the night sky. Compared to those, there's no doubt Hibarigasaki gives you a better view. But even a place like Hibarigasaki has its fair share of artificial light, plus light pollution isn't the only thing that can get in the way. There's a large concentration of water nearby, like a lake. For instance, you will have mists and fogs, and that also obstruct starlight, which is just as problematic. So when you stop and think about it, this place really is one of a kind. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to get in your way here. You can see straight from horizon to horizon. And it's completely filled with stars too, more than you could even hope to count. Asuo's voice resounds through the perfectly clear night sky. This place is just incredible. I love it. High up in the eastern sky, the magnificent summer triangle slowly turns its course. The northern cross that consists of the brightest stars and signals swims through the Milky Way, dividing it in two. And of course, there is no forgetting Scorpio, which peeks itself out from the southern horizon, revealing the first magnitude star and Terra's famous for its bright red color. Someone who loves the stars as much as I do would just naturally fall for a place like this. The curving, deep black silhouette of the harbor, the surface of the waterway, of which the town's lights reflect, dazzling beauty of the stars fill out the sky's canvas. This place showcases all of that in its full extravagance. Just makes me want to boast and shout out, "Well, what do you say? This place is so fantastic, it's like you are in another world, right?" I really wish I would brought my binoculars with me. Why not your telescope? I keep it in our club room. Besides, I think I've told you before, but telescopes are actually pretty heavy. So I usually go with my binoculars when I do stargazing outside, along with a tripod to keep them still. Apart from those, there's my star map, a flashlight, a compass, plus something to drink, and a towel at this time of the year. Asuo laughed. But you know what? Who cares? I doubt I even need any of those tonight. They say there's over 8,000 stars in the universe that you can see with the naked eye. Little less than half of them, 3,500, can be seen at any given time. I'm honestly willing to bet I'm looking at all 3,500 of those right now. Asuo's widened eyes are filled with enormous lights. Having seen this, I can't believe what you said. Believe how looking at this with the naked eye more than counts as stargazing. And I can also really feel how special that girl must have been to me. That's all. Yeah? Hey, Asuo. Yeah? I think I would join the Asuo circle. Finally made up your mind, huh? Yeah? Is it so you can wait for the lookout girl? Yeah. This fantastic lookout? Yeah. And so, while looking up at the same starry sky I saw on that day. That's perfectly fine. Waiting's all you gotta do. Wait for us, gaze at this beautiful starry sky of Ikeburigasaki in the meantime.
私たちと同じで星が好きなんだったら絶対出会える。
There's no need to rush. I'm sure you'll eventually see her again. If she loves the stars just like we do, and then there's nothing that could possibly stand in your way.
ようちゃんは私たちと一緒に天体観測すればいいんだよ。
All you have to do is look at the stars with us, and everything will work out. All you have to do is look at the stars with us, and everything will work out. Just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. All you have to do is look at the stars with us. We together, and everything will work out.
そうすれば思い出の人と出会うことができるんだよ。
You'll be able to meet the girl from your memories again. And that early summer night also says words to me which resonate deep within my heart. And thereupon, my hope that I will be able to meet the girl whose name I've forgotten again is rekindled. Due to the girl next to me who has remembered me all the time.
ようこそ我がテンクルに。新入部員さん。
Nogazaka, you. I gladly welcome you to the Astro Circle. Beautiful. 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 It was so amazing.
お兄ちゃんお兄ちゃんお兄ちゃん。
And here we're gonna end this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed it as much as I did, then you should like it, share it, and you should subscribe. So you don't leave anything out. Don't leave anything out. And as always, remember, dreams come true, so what should it do? Just believe in you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you should watch anime for me, and especially for you, at the moment you should watch Darling and the Franxx, Violet Evergarden, and Koi wa Miyagari no Yuni. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy watching.